Welcome to the CIU Sports Network for today's softball matchup between CIU and Brenau University. Both these teams coming in needing wins in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. I'm joined today by Corey Inman. Corey, Brenau coming in at 6-6, CIU at 7-13 overall, both in the AAC. Both these teams desperate for a win today as we kind of near the end of the season. Only have, I believe it's only 2 conference homestands left for CIU, as that one is hit to center field and dropped by Ashley Chin, as Faith Grooms will reach second.
Yeah, Gordy, great attempt there on that diving attempt from Chin there in center. But, yeah, both these teams' squads really looking to pick up wins, both middle-of-the-pack teams, and always important as we come here down the stretch to get hot headed into conference tournament.
Yeah, would have been an incredible catch there by Chin, as that one was placed almost perfectly by Grooms in shallow center. Grooms will steal third, so already runner on third for the Golden Tigers of Brenau. No outs.
Looked like the throw beat her there.
That one's high for ball 1.
Looked like the throw beat Grooms there to third, but must have slid under the tag.
Yeah, good awareness by Haley Wilkerson in a catcher spot, but Grooms will be safe at third. That one's hit to center as Laparo is on base. So runners in the corners now for Brenau. Katie McGovern pitching for CIU. She's had a pretty good year so far. And there's a strike. This is Hannah Partridge batting for Brenau. And that's a shot to right field, but gathered in by Robin Andrews. One 1-0 now. As that one's hit on the ground to center. As runner on first and second now, 1 out. Rams trail 1-0.
Brenau really early here has really timed up McGovern. Really hasn't been a ball that has been put in play that hasn't been hit hard. Think about the Chin liner to center that she dropped to lead off the inning. Even the out to right field was hit sharply. So see if McGovern doesn't switch things up here, maybe get some – her and Wilkerson maybe get some of these Brenau hitters off of her stuff here early.
There's strike 1.
Love the aggressive approach, though, from the Tigers.
Definitely coming out swinging. This is Shea Rigor as that's strike 2. That's high for ball 1. Rigor Jr. out of Ackworth, Georgia.
A lot of Georgia influence on this roster, Gordy. Almost strictly.
I think there is got an Ohio kid, though.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So someone from your stomping grounds.
What's the hometown?
As McGovern picks up her first strikeout. So 2 outs now. Runner on first and second. Hometown is Miamisburg.
Okay.
You ever heard of it?
Familiar, yes.
Familiar? Okay.
Somewhat familiar. I believe that's Southern Ohio.
I'll go wide for ball 1.
I believe this is Teeny, right? This is she's the loner from Ohio, right?
Right, this is Teeny, yes. So she's a junior from Miamisburg, Ohio. A lot of Ohio here at CIU.
Bit of a menacing presence in the box. Towering figure.
No heights listed on this roster.
Great pitch there, well located.
Strike 2, so 2-2 count now. After a little bit of a slow start, McGovern's kind of settled in, picked up a strikeout, looking for her second here.
Be big here for her to get an out and get out the inning just down 1-0.
And there it is, so strike 3. So CIU, back-to-back strikes from Katie McGovern, gets the Rams into the bottom of the inning after giving up 1 in the top of the first. We'll be back here in just a moment on the CIU Sports Network. Back here on the CIU Sports Network in the bottom of the first inning between Brenau and CIU. Tanya Ellis leading off for the Rams. And that'll be ball 1. Brooke Keeby pitching for the Golden Tigers. One count. As that one hit to third. And play is made. So Ellis goes down. So 1 out now for Brenau as Robin Andrews at bat for the Rams.
Impressive play there by the third baseman. Always a interesting play with Ellis running down the line. She gets there in lightning speed.
There's strike one. That one lobbed over home plate for ball two. Swan, I missed there, so 1-2 count now. That one is popped up foul, so we'll stay at 1-2.
Gordy, looks like Kebe, normally used in more of a relief role, has appeared 10 times on the year, but no starts. So not sure if that's a product of maybe an injury for one of their starters or maybe something with the scheduling, but there's a shot.
Hit by Andrews to left field. That'll go down as base hit as she's on first. Yeah, Brenau hasn't played a lot of games, though, at least comparatively to CIU. I believe they are, 9-9? So
9-9 overall. Yeah.
9-9 overall, only 6-6 in the conference, so only 3 non-conference games. And then, so only 18 total games, whereas CIU has played 35. So a little bit of a difference there. Not sure if that's scheduling because of COVID or what, but there's strike one against Haley Wilkerson.
Important for the Rams here to jump on Kebe early.
I think I have. Do you know? Is it a USB? I think I have 2. Yeah, I think I have another one. I'll have to go check though.
For CIU, number 7.
Yeah, let me go look and see if I have one real quick. All right, sounds good. All right. Not going for a minute.
Who is it?
Cage got a cord. I gotta make sure we have one.
You want me to go on or you want me to keep it on? What? Two down now here in the bottom of the first inning. This will be Shannon Patton, number 77, up to bat. Runners at first and second, 2 down, bottom of the first. Brenau struck first in the top, scoring 1 run. CIU looking to bounce back here in the bottom of the first and maybe tie this game up or put a crooked number on the board. There's a great pitch on the outside corner. 0-2 count now on Patton. 2 down as Coach Allen gives her base runners a sign. That ball's grounded into home plate. Don't know if that ball even made it halfway. Without hitting the dirt, count now stands at 1-2. Patton digs in. Big hack at that ball. She's a little bit tardy as it caroms over into the baseball fence. Right over the CIU Lady Rams dugout. Good swing there, though. Count 1-2. Sharply hit ball to shortstop. She does all she can to handle that one. Swings it over to second, and that'll wrap up the box here in the bottom of the first, and we'll head to the top of the second here on the CIU Sports Network. Welcome back to the CIU Sports Network. My name's Corey. I'm an assistant men's basketball coach here at Columbia International University. My partner, Gordy Frierson, should be back here momentarily. He's the sports information director here at Columbia International. Until then, I will be riding solo. It's a pleasure to bring this Friday afternoon softball action to you here on the CIU Sports Network. McGovern looks to settle down here in the top of the second. Looked like she probably found her rhythm a little bit there towards the end of the inning, striking out the last two batters she faced. But through that first 4 or 5 batters, nothing but hard hit balls to the outfield. Looked like Brenau came out with a pretty aggressive approach, but McGovern adjusted well. See how she handles the bottom of the order now for the Tigers here in this second inning. This is number 26, Carly Smith, senior, out of Toccoa, Georgia. That ball's popped to left field. Ellis handles that one easily out there. Can of corn. One pitch, one out here in the top of the second. Stepping in now, number 8, Claire Fendig, junior outfielder out of Brunswick, Georgia. Batting left-handed. Here's McGovern. That ball's high. 1-0. One down here in the top of the second. Be great for McGovern to make quick work of this bottom of the order and really start to pick up steam, some momentum and confidence. She makes her way through this first game of this Friday afternoon doubleheader here on the campus of Columbia International University. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch from McGovern. That one found the top of the zone. 2-2 count. Welcome back, Gordy.
Thank you, Corey. Always things to do when we have a doubleheader baseball and softball going on at the same time. Obviously, CIU baseball starting their series with Milligan today at 3 p.m. And then tomorrow we will have a full slate of games as we have a doubleheader for softball versus Union starting at 1, and a doubleheader versus Milligan for baseball starting at noon. May be moved up a little earlier due to weather. And then on the road, men's soccer at Shaw University, volleyball away at Bob Jones, tri-mats with Bob Jones and Johnson, and then track and field in Spartanburg at the Hub City Invite hosted by Newberry College. So full day tomorrow, Corey.
Sheesh. I feel like almost every sports team here, maybe besides basketball.
Everyone but basketball and
Women's soccer.
That's right. So
Wow.
women's soccer finished up their season on Wednesday. So
Exciting day to be a Ram. See if we
right.
can go undefeated. I guess you don't win or lose track and field,
well,
in a sense,
in a sense,
but you could have a successful day and not come in first.
that's right. McGovern, 1-2 pitch, and that's popped up and caught by Creel.
Great inning there for McGovern. Settled down a little bit.
Creel comes over there from the shortstop position to make that catch. So good play by her. All right, we're headed to the bottom of the second inning. Rams able to keep runs off the board in the top of the inning. So still trail 1-0. We'll be back here on the CIU Sports Network. Back here in Columbia at the bottom of the second inning, Taylor Allen leading off for CIU. Ooh, that one hit into the, well, I guess not quite into the dugout of Brenau, but over in that general direction. Corey, you missed it on, no, I'm blanking on what day we played point, but Wednesday, 2 balls hit right at Coach Allen over there when she was coaching third base. One grazed her head. I kid you not.
Wow.
Yeah, it was an eventful day over there coaching third for Coach Allen.
Always got to have your head on a swivel, especially over there if you're coaching third base. It's not known as the hot corner for no reason.
Well, I am curious as, and now this is one maybe was a question for Coach Allen. In baseball, our third base coaches wear helmets.
Correct. Right.
So in softball, I guess that is not the case.
I think she's.
I think she's all right, but
I think she's all right. She's a risk taker. You know, I feel like she's just gonna rely on her. If the ball grazed her head, though, I mean, how good can her?
No, but she ducked. It would have hit her if.
Oh, so she got out the way.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep. Here's Allen. Sends another one over in that direction. So 2-2 now.
Interesting. Allen was way ahead of that pitch and way ahead of the first pitch, but I guess it was more of a check swing on the other foul ball, but see if she can't line something up. Go right back up the middle.
2-2 pitch, and that one will go over the head of the third baseman and dribble out to left field as Allen will get in the books with a single. So good start here to the bottom of the second for CIU as Kendall Parker comes up. Another interesting note in that point game on Wednesday, Parker was not the only Parker playing in the game. There was a Kendall Parker on CIU, obviously, who's at bat here. And there were 2 Parkers on point, both who played the entire game. Unrelated, though.
Completely unrelated.
Completely unrelated.
You know, Parker's a pretty common last name.
It was getting a bit confusing, but. So, yeah, this is Kendall Parker batting for CIU.
I thought you were going to tell me they were she had her sisters playing on.
That would have been an interesting
That would have
story.
been a lot more interesting.
1-1 now. As Kiebe trying to get to the head of the count here.
Like I said, with Kiebe not having started a game all year, you got to think she's going to wear down as this game goes along. Not sure maybe the plan is to limit her pitches, maybe get her out after 2 or 3 innings, but nonetheless, the longer she goes, got to think CIU is thinking more and more aggressive as Parker flies out to left.
And so it is different in softball with the pitching,
Right.
obviously. Motion is not as it's not as strenuous on your arm, so it's much more common, obviously, to see pitchers go an entire game, and
Right.
especially if they're playing well. So, and I wonder if this is her first start solely because Brenau hasn't played that many games. As
Good idea there.
Chin lays down the bunt, but it'll go foul. Rams dugout getting into it.
Not sure if I would consider that getting into it, but it sounded more like a wolf call.
Primal yell from the Rams dugout as Chin will ground out. As Heaven Zamora now batting for CIU. Zamora's been pretty productive over the last couple games.
Interesting to see her in that 9-hole.
Right.
Was that a...
First time I saw it was on Wednesday, so
Okay.
I don't know. Haven't had a chance to speak with Coach Allen on the rationale
thought
behind
process?
that.
Yeah.
But she has been moved over to the 9-hole.
I like it, though. That a lot of times, often overlooked. I think the 9-hole is a really important place in the order. Wow. He smoked that ball.
As that one will go by the first baseman, and Zamora will reach first and then advance to second on the air. So CIU with a runner on second. 2 outs, though. But as you mentioned, that 9-hole can play a big role because then you have Tanai Ellis coming up after your leadoff hitter coming up after Zamora was at bat.
Great eye there.
1-1 count now. That's strike 2. Ellis swings at that one and is sat down. So strikeout for Kiwi as CIU tied 1-1 heading into the top of the third inning. Back here on the CIU Sports Network, CIU and Brenau tied 1-1 as we start the third inning. (2-0) now
Number 4, Faith Grooms here, got it started in the first inning for Brenau.
And showed big swing of that. So strike one, 2-1 count.
Gordy, without question, their best hitter. Leads the team in average, hits, runs, doubles, triples.
She lays or pops out on the bunt.
Good to get her out.
So Reagan Lapora. That'll be ball 1. There's a strike by McGovern, so 1-1 now.
Definitely looks like McGovern has found her rhythm after a couple of the hard hit balls to start the game. Mixing in her pitch as well.
(3-1) though, as that gets in there, 4 strike 2. So full count. McGovern worked her way back in it. As we'll see if there's a battle here. And that'll be fouled off. So stay 3-2. Corey, looking at, as you know, Rammy's coming up here in a few weeks, as that one's fouled off. And one of the awards at the Rammys, which is, for those who don't know, is the awards banquet for CIU athletics. And one of them was Best Individual Performance. And on that list was Katie McGovern with 9 strikeouts and 1 earned run allowed in a win over Montreat. So
I remember that game.
I believe you called that game.
I did call that game, yeah.
As
that was an incredible performance.
She walks Lapora there. So runner on first, 1 out. There's strike 1. And obviously these two teams' records kind of reflecting how evenly matched they are, both middle of the pack in the AAC right now. That one, chopper over the head of Zamora. That would have been a tough catch for anyone to make. But big bounce there.
Yep, top spin on that ball. That thing took off after it hit the dirt.
Whew. That one hit the left field. And Ellis will overthrow Zamora, but everyone will stay put. So
not a bad idea. That would have been pretty crazy, though, to get a force out on a single to left field at third. Base is juice now. Let's see how McGovern handles this situation. We're now looking to get right back on the board after CIU tied in the top, in the bottom of the second.
That one goes off the bat.
Always big from a momentum standpoint. Whenever you score in the bottom, you want to put up a 0 in that next top of the inning. Got to go get her now. 1-2. Strikeout here would be huge.
This is Shea Rigor.
Beautifully done. Took something off that.
Bases loaded. 2 outs now, so McGovern worked her way out of that pinch, but still has runners on each of the bases. And there's a strike. Teeny batting for Brenau. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. Strike 2, so 1-2 count now.
Got her.
And there's strike 3, so big strikeout by Katie McGovern. Boy, she stepped up now here in the 3rd inning. So CIU will hold Brenau scoreless in the top of the 3rd, as we are still deadlocked at 1 going into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Robert Andrews leading off for CIU. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. There's strike 1 from Kiebe.
Always interesting to notice paces of pitchers. Kiebe works a lot slower than McGovern. McGovern looks like she's running a 100-yard dash, as Coach Allen has to duck out of the way of that one.
Yeah, that's definitely true. There's definitely a different pace there between Kiebe and McGovern. That one hit to left field, and Brenau able to get underneath it, so there's out number 1.
Back to CIU number 5, Haley Wilkerson.
That's low for ball one. One count after that strike.
Ooh.
That's called strike two, so 1-2 count now.
Good frame there from Smith behind the plate. That one looked like it might have been off the plate by a little bit.
It's outside for ball two. That was in the dirt. As full count now as Wilkerson faces Keeby.
Ooh, dug
And
that one out.
Wilkerson, really dug that one out, but able to get it all the way to the fence where it's caught. That's kind of impressive.
Yeah, she put it. That was
go
deep.
ahead.
No, that was deep, and I didn't think it was going to get that far after she took out a 7-iron there.
Right. Like her bat was almost in the dirt there, but still able to send it deep out there to left field. But caught by Brenau. As there's strike one against Kaylin Creel. Oh, 2 now. That one hit down the third base line, foul.
Good eye there by Creel. Down 0-2, 1-2. Just want to try to work your way back into the count.
That's way outside for ball two. And fly out to left field. So 3 flyouts to left field was the theme of that inning for the Rams, as we are still tied 1-1 as we make our way into the top of the 4th inning here on the CIU Sports Network. here in the fourth inning, as that will fall foul off the bat of Carly Smith.
McGovern has done a great job working herself out of a couple jams. One in the first, one in the third. Pretty fortunate to be in this top of the fourth inning, only having given up one run.
Definitely when you look at the first inning, but I mean, after that, well, CIU or Brenau would leave 3 runners stranded.
Yeah.
In the third inning, as there's a walk, so runner on base now for the Golden Tigers.
Oh, the Golden Tigers. I was calling them the Tigers.
I always forget they're the Golden Tigers, but they are the Golden Tigers. Corey,
it's an important adjective.
That's right. There's a bunt.
Good bunt.
As
What
played
you
by
wanna do.
Zamora, but dropped over at first. As
Whoa. Great job there. Poor job by the Rams, but great job by, who was that got on base? Was that Smith or Fendig? Fendig going to second, drawing the attention and allowing their teammate to get from third to home.
So, recap there. That's Fendig that was batting, laid down the bunt, but throw from Zamora to Parker. Parker was unable to handle it. Then goes to second, while I believe that was Smith was on second. Gets all the way around to home for the second run for the Golden Tigers. Similar play here. And that's an error over at first.
I don't know if it was it the throw maybe from Zamora that was off, or did it look like Patton should have got it?
So I just got a interesting text. It looked a little wide to me, but tough to tell at this angle with the way we're sitting. Every throw looks like it's on the money from right here when throw over to first. So 3-1 now.
Coaches always talk about put the ball in play. Good things happen when you put the ball in play, and great job by the Golden Tigers getting those 2 bunts down and 2 errors in a row there. The connection from Zamora to Parker and then Zamora to Patton. Unfortunate turn of events if you're Coach Allen and the Rams.
That one is popped up and off the wall of the baseball dugout. Oof. And there's a shot. That's going back, but not far enough as Chin able to get underneath it. But the runner will tag up from second to third as 1 out and a runner on third now for Brenau. Already scored 2 runs here in this inning.
You can see the power in Groom's bat on that blast to deep right center.
Yeah, to be honest, usually when connection like that, it's going to be gone,
Yeah.
but wasn't quite enough power there. As it's ball 1. And that one hit over to right field as that'll go down as a double as Tyler, I believe that is, scores.
Oof. I mean, they are laying
That
into
goes
these
down
balls.
to center field. As Shannon Patton stuck in a awkward situation.
Looked like she was maybe, I think, worried about
Runner on third going home,
but she was standing right there, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was a little confused on what happened there, but runner on second, runner on third. I believe so. 3 runs scored by Brenau so far in this inning. I know one was earned. I know one was unearned. I'm trying to remember the first one.
I think both the first 2 were unearned
yeah.
on the errors.
That's right.
But really, the last 3 batters, all really, really hard hit balls to the outfield. So don't know if McGovern maybe was rattled a little bit by that, those errors, or the situation is. But she seems to still be in a joyful mood.
And only down 4-1. Definitely you're not out of it for sure. And still in the 4th
without
inning.
question.
So got some chances here still for CIU. That one is going to be a fly out.
Here we go.
As Ellis will try to throw home.
Great cut off. Oh.
That was.
It's a good decision by Patton.
Yeah, definitely good decision by Patton. Very close. That again, tough for us to see there with a runner in our way, but looked like she got her, but Ump thinks otherwise, so 5-1 now.
Ooh. Looks like Wilkerson maybe took that foul ball off the face mask.
If that had been an out there, it would have been one of the more impressive putouts we would have seen as Tanya Ellis catches that. So 4 runs scored by the Golden Tigers.
Got to warm up the bats now.
As going back to that last play, I believe Patton came all the way over from first base. Is that right?
Right.
So it would have been an impressive out, but as it is, 1 run scores there, 4 runs scored in the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the 4th with the Rams trailing 5-1. Patton batting now for CIU. That one's outside. 4-1. That'll be called ball 2 as close, very close to Patton there. That one hit to right field, but will go foul.
Patton a little bit tardy on that one.
And quick aside, I said the Hub City invite for track and field was going on tomorrow. It's going on today. And Deneen Hazelwood, sprinter for CIU, has qualified for NAIA Nationals in the, I believe it was the 100-meter hurdles. So congratulations to Deneen.
No doubt.
That's fouled off. People think it's just pole vault U here at CIU, Corey,
Yeah,
but
it's not.
there's some other events.
Some other events we've been super successful
That's right.
in.
One of the best race walk schools in the NAIA.
Also Race Walk U.
That's right.
I don't know if you knew that.
2 NAIA All-Americans in the race walk, Brandon Bacon and Nathaniel Wilborn, as that will be caught in left field as Patton flies out there.
Now back to CIU number 20, designated player Taylor Allen.
Allen singled in her last time up
That's
to
right.
bat. See if Taylor can start little rally here in the bottom of the 4th.
That one hit towards the Brenau dugout as got a little cloud coverage and some wind picking up here. Corey?
Listen, I'm not going to say anything about the weather because last time I was out here, I
It was freezing.
nearly froze to death.
That's
so.
right. Last time you were out here it was about 40 degrees and cold. Not bad temperature today, though, at all.
Oh no, comfortable day, perfect day for softball.
Two. Kibi facing Allen. That one hit over to third, and catch is made at third, and then actually a tag out as Allen makes her way to first, but that'll go down as out number 2
Now batting for CIU number 6, Madison Medlin.
as Madison Medlin batting now.
Yeah, Madison.
Very similar play as that'll go from 5-3 right there. I believe that was. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Corey.
Oh, that's correct.
So
2 5-3 putouts in a row.
that's right. So Rams still trailing 5-1 as we make our way into the top of the 5th inning. Be back in just a moment. pitching change here for CIU as Kendall Parker in the circle now for Katie McGovern. Corey, if you want to take a look and see the kind of day that McGovern had. As umpire discussing something with the press table.
Now batting for Brenau, number 17, Casey Blair.
There's 1-0. I'll be out. Number 1 for CIU. Carly Smith back up for Brenau here in the top of the 5th inning.
Gordy, books closed on Katie McGovern. 4 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts.
As that one's caught by Ashley Chin. So, yeah, kind of all over the board there. We had a little bit of everything, I think, in her time pitching today with a couple really good innings and then
inconsistency for sure.
a couple innings with
The 2 errors in the bottom
that
of the,
hurt.
on the top
That
of the
hurt.
4th, that really
that was tough. Yeah, for sure. Because if you make those 2 plays, you would have been out of the inning.
Right.
So
100%.
that kind of opened the floodgates, definitely. That one
Great
hit
swing
to
there.
left field. Kind of a slice there almost by Brenau.
It's a beautiful swing. It's what you want as coaches, is what you want your girls thinking. Opposite field, up the middle, left center. Obviously left center if you're a lefty. But she kept her hands back well. Was that Fendig? Fendig's been on base a couple times
Yeah,
today.
she's had a pretty good game today. This is Morgan Tyler, excuse me.
Oh, it hit her. It hit her.
Yes.
Sorry, I got a little bit carried away there.
As
Turned into a fan there for a second, but
Corey
it did
trying
hit
to
her.
make a call here from the. And I was actually looking down to see who was at bat. I did not see.
It was an,
Straight off the bat, off the leg.
It was an attempted bunt that she laid down and then ended up being behind her. And as she was running, it caught her in the back of the around the calf area, Achilles area,
Okay.
while she was in play, which is obviously an out if you contact the ball.
So 3 quick outs for CIU, as looks like Brenau might want to talk about it here, but we'll be back here in just a moment. And with the bottom of the 5th inning, CIU down 5-1. So, no runs scored there in the first inning pitch by Kendall Parker as CIU trails 5-1 with Ashley Chin to start things off here in the bottom of the fifth. Nice bunt. And so well laid down bunt there by Ashley Chin as she gets on base.
You know, Gordy, you're not going to believe me, but I was just about to say before that she's going to lay down a bunt for a single. And I didn't say it.
You didn't say it, Corey. You should have said it.
So, you know.
You love it when it's the perfectly placed bunt and you have the first baseman and the pitcher not sure who's going to grab it.
What you want.
That's a sign of a well-placed bunt, Corey.
I hear you. I'm right on board, and that's a big way to start the inning with the leadoff runner aboard.
There's a
wild pitch.
Wild pitch, and Chen will advance to second.
Promising start to the inning here. Rams need to put together. It would be nice to at least get a couple on the board and trim that margin a little bit going into the last two innings.
One thing you realize if you've watched a lot of baseball and softball, as those of whom work in athletic departments do in the spring, there are very few wild pitches and pass balls in softball compared to baseball.
Absolutely.
Which I think definitely speeds up the game, pace of play for sure. As that would be fouled off.
I should have got to that one.
That would have been a tough catch, Corey, but I believe in you.
Next one I'll go for.
As this is Heaven Zamora with a 2-1 count.
Be patient here. There you go. Got to be your pitch now if you're Zamora. You'll take a walk here. We need base runners.
3-1 pitch. And that is hit to third. And wow, who is that? Farnborough, or how do you say it? Fambro, excuse me. Fambro over that third has got a bit of a cannon for an arm, to say the least.
A missile.
A missile, that's right.
A missile for a right arm, and she's been active.
She has. So, out made it first, but Chen's still on at second.
That's number 9. It's Brooke Wakanig.
Is that Wakanig?
Yeah, I think
So,
we might have missed a sub there, unless that's a 9. I think Fambro is 1. So I think it's Wakanig over there. I must have missed that substitution, but whoever it is, been tremendous. There you go.
And that's just what the Rams need as, well, let's see what's being called right now.
Oh, they said she hit the ball out of the box. Wow.
So
that, I don't know about that call. That seemed a little bit overzealous. I mean, you look at the boxes, you can't even tell where the lines are.
well, when you get with the slappers in softball, that is what sometimes.
Understood, but I mean, I feel like it's got to be a pretty obvious call to make that. I mean, that hurts from, you know.
Oh no, that's a killer
CIU
for sure from a
perspective.
CIU perspective. So Zamora was out on her at bat, and then that was Ellis that was outside of the box, correct?
Correct. So now Chin's still at second. We got
So
Andrews.
Chin at second.
2 down, I think.
So it should be 2 down here.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So they just changed it on the scoreboard. Gonna have to run over there and tell them if they had it incorrect. Gotta yell at some student workers.
Yeah. Keep them in line, Gordy.
But Robin Andrews batting for CIU.
Get through. There we go.
And now Chin will score as Andrews picks up an RBI as that gets out to center field.
Sort of a seeing eye single there. Looked like it was probably off the end of the bat, but placed incredibly well. Once it got by the pitcher, there was no way the shortstop was getting to it.
That's popped up foul and will fall foul. So fortunate there for CIU.
Good effort there from Carly Smith. I thought Wakanig was going to come in and make a play there. Gold glove of the day.
That's right. I have the original lineup card here. Let's see what, maybe that was a typo by myself.
Great eye now. 2-1 count.
Yeah, so that should actually be Wakanig in the
4-hole.
So yeah, as you're reading that as a 1 probably. My handwriting is a 1.
Okay.
And I was wrote a
so
9.
Moral of the story.
So my fault.
You need to be. You need to You need to clear up your writing a little bit.
So Liz Wakanig over at third, as that one will get by her and to left field. So Rams bats getting going here.
2-out rally, baby.
CIU not out of it yet. And Coach Thomas going to talk about it with Keeby, who's been pretty good in the circle for most of the day. But there will be discussion here. And he has confidence in his pitcher, so Keeby will stay out there. Short talk.
Keeby only 1 strikeout on the day, but she's done well. She's mixed up her pitches, located the ball well, no walks. Really just pitched a solid game. Not overpowering stuff, but in a little bit of trouble here now.
Runner on first, runner on second. And, man, if Creel could have just kept that fair, well, it might have been caught, but could have been a big hit as well.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed, I don't know if Keeby's velocity is just a little bit slowed down compared to what the Rams are used to seeing, but everything seems to be ahead down the left field line or to the third baseman or left field.
A lot of stuff heading out to left field for sure. I think the word maybe that you use with Keeby is deliberate. She's very, very deliberate in her pitching approach.
Looking for your pitch now if you're Creel.
Some wind picking up some dust here.
There you go. Oof.
Line out. Just short there. And that's a tough one as...
A couple of tough breaks that inning.
Yeah, for sure. Rams still got life, though. Down only by 3 runs as we make our way to the 6th inning. Parker pitching for CIU. And that one hits right in front of Ellis. So well placed by
Grooms.
That's right. In shallow left field. That was another tough play. Ellis almost made it, but not quite.
Big for Parker and the Lady Rams to put up a 0 on the board this inning. After at least grabbing that one run in the bottom of the 5th, kind of demoralizing for the Golden Tigers to come right back. But it looks like they might do
chopper over to right field, but Corey, I feel a double play coming up here.
I like it.
Can't tell you why, but I just feel it.
How about a triple play?
Or a triple play. We had our first triple in CIU baseball history, which was, I guess that was against Reinhardt.
Oh, Reinhardt.
Reinhardt 2 weeks ago. And that's going to fall fair. So that's tough. But
Got her on the force, though.
Got her on the force out. Ooh.
I turned my head and I don't even know what happened.
That was a odd play.
I feel like there have been a couple of those where I think Brenau just kind of forced the issue and forced us to make a decision.
Oh, sure.
So that was, it almost looked like Creel thought the play was over and was just tossing it back to Parker, but
Yeah, essentially it was, I guess, if she would have just gotten it back to Parker really quick, but man.
Just rare that you see that long as a runner be that patient at first before going, though.
Yeah.
I feel like.
But I think, watching the Coach Thomas, I think it's something they talked about doing because they did it the one time on the overthrow, and I felt like there was, I have to go back and watch it, but I feel like there was another time they did that, almost like a delayed. Look, he's calling for her to go again. Look. I'm telling you, the Coach Thomas must be. He just sends them. If they get to first and there's another runner on, he just sends them. Tries to get in a pickle, and with that runner and get the other one home. And it's worked every single time.
Definitely an odd.
It feels weird because it feels like the play should be over.
I mean, that time Parker was
On the mound.
already back in the circle.
Coach Allen, I don't think too pleased. Probably has seen enough of that. I don't know what to call that, but whatever that is, she's seen enough of that play for the day.
It's baffling is the word I would use.
It's a good word, appropriate word.
So are they advancing on the throw? Is that a stolen base? Not a stolen base. It means advance on the throw, I guess, is what the...
Yeah, I don't know if it's I don't know what it is. Really, I mean, it's just a matter of making quick decisions on the part of the Rams. Obviously, if they throw it to second, then the runner from third is going to try to go home. You just got to make a quick decision. As a walk there from Parker loads the bases. Nice off-speed pitch there on the outside corner.
Strike one. That is outside for ball one. That'll be dropped by Chin. But able to get it over to third to Zamora for an out.
Fortunate to still get that force out.
As one run scores.
Looked like Chin was calling off Ellis. That ball's always going to be the center fielder's if she can get to it.
Definitely could get to it. Just was a matter of getting underneath it.
Don't know if Ellis maybe threw her off being so close.
That one hit right to Creel, who flips it over to Andrews for out number 3. So strange inning there, to say the least. Yeah. So 7-2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. CIU trailing. Bottom of the inning here in the 6th, as that is going to be popped up and caught for the first out here.
Number 20, Taylor Allen.
As Taylor Allen now batting for the Rams.
It's a nice play by Coach Allen.
And Allen will be hit by a pitch, so she'll get on base.
Need base runners right now. Any way you can do it.
Number 10, Kendall Parker.
So it's nice to have the elbow pad.
Sure,
So
she didn't even feel that.
You can lean in. Well, she's not wearing. I don't think she's wearing it.
Oh. No, you're right. She's not.
As that is hit to second.
Oh.
And there's a double play, so
Called it for the wrong team.
I call it for the wrong team is right. So we'll head to the 7th with CIU down 7-2.
Welcome back to the campus of Columbia International University, the CIU Sports Network. We head into the top of the 7th here. Your Lady Rams down 7-2. This will be Kendall Parker will continue on the mound. Claire Fendig. The left-hander, number 8, digs in.
One outside for ball 2.
Ooh.
Good backhand by Andrews, but throw is not in time. Nice little backhand grab by
Yeah, that
Robin.
was a heck of a play there. Going to her right in the hole, up the middle. Stopped, just not enough time, not enough chutzpah on that throw.
There's a good play from Wilkerson as she catches the runner stealing. So good throw from Wilkerson to second. Over Robin Andrews over there at second base. And that'll be popped up and caught by Andrews. So Andrews doing it all here in the top of the 7th inning.
Man, Grooms swings a pretty decent bat, I would say.
She does. Strike one. There's the ball there. 1-1 count. That one hits a runner in the leg pretty hard, actually, as we go to route number 3, as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. So Ashley Chin will start the Rams off here in the 7th inning, trying to keep hope alive for CIU. Chin scored a run last time at bat.
Yeah, got her way on to start the inning with a bunt. Rams need base runners right now. Anyway, she can do it. Need Chin on base.
There's strike one. So 1-1 count. There's a bunt there, and that'll dribble foul. That one's in the dirt. So 2-2 now. Man,
Well hit.
Just could have dropped a little bit farther infield, and that might have been a base hit, but as it is, caught by the center fielder, so that'll be out number 1.
It's an Adam ball, Gordy, right at him.
Adam ball, that's a good way to put it. Never heard that before.
Unfortunate.
Sounds like something that Pops would have told you in Little League, as that is popped up and caught by the first baseman.
Out her last out here. Really, I feel like maybe there were a couple turning points in the game, but Ellis, that call in the 5th inning with her outside the box.
Yeah,
I feel like if she gets on, we get the run there, kind kind of keep the rally going. And
There's
she
strike
does kind of
one.
get a running start, though.
She does. I could see. It's tough. It's a tough call.
It's a tough call. You can't even see the front of the box right now,
right.
Gordy.
It's a tough call.
I mean, I'm going to watch and just.
There's ball one. But yeah, you wish those. I think. Really, it's really been the 2 errors.
Yeah. Consecutively.
The consecutive errors that cost us runs, and then, I mean, who knows what happened with the weird base running in the 6th, but maybe not even gotten to that point if some of these other things hadn't happened. So. And that's got some backspin on it, but it is caught. So that'll do it here in game 1, 7-2. Baseball getting underway at 3. Game 2 in this series starting at 3. So we'll have Corey over here with you at softball, and we'll have your voice of the Rams, Cade Crenshaw, over at baseball. So tune in to either one of those here on the CIU Sports Network. We'll be back in just about 20 minutes.
Welcome back to the CIU Sports Network on this Friday afternoon here on the campus of Columbia International University. About to start our second game here of the doubleheader versus Brenau University, the Golden Tigers out of Georgia. Starting this second game for the Columbia International Rams, Reagan Cox, number 19, as she pumps in a strike to start off her first frame here. There's a ball high. This is number 4, Faith Grooms, the starting center fielder for the visiting Golden Tigers. There's a ball sharply hit to right field. That ball dropped, and Grooms starts off this second game much the way that she did the first. The sharply hit ball the opposite way. In the first game, that ball dropped right in front of a diving Ashley Chin. This time, not really even a play on the ball as she's aboard to start off this 3 o'clock affair here. There's a bunt laid down. Zamora handles it at third. Makes the easy play at first. That was number 6, Laporo, who laid that bunt down. She'll be retired, and Grooms will make her way to second base. 1 down here. A little bit of an overcast afternoon here in Columbia, South Carolina. Comfortable temperature, though. This is number 7, Hannah Patridge, that'll step in. Starting shortstop for Coach Thomas. Patridge had a great first game here this afternoon, going 3 for 4. 1 run scored. Golden Tigers really did some damage, especially early in that first game. End of the game with 6 ribbies, 15 hits. Really got on Katie McGovern early, and McGovern pitched a decent game, ended up going 4 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks. But was never really able to find any sort of consistency in her delivery as the Golden Tigers jumped on them early. There's a ball that caroms by the shortstop, Creel. Looked like there may have been a funny hop off of the dirt there, but nonetheless, Creel wasn't even able to get any leather on that, and that'll go all the way to the fence. That'll be an error here in this first inning, and Brenau will play from in front for the second game in a row. Now leading 1-0, 1 down. The runner on second is Patridge. This is Brooke Wackenig, who shoots one to shortstop. Creel handles that one. Always want to see your infielders attacking the ball. She kind of sat back on that one, but nonetheless made a strong throw to first. And there's 2 down here, now with a runner at third base for Brenau. This will be the first baseman, Abigail Brown. Cox delivers. That's a strike. Looked like it was center cut right down the middle there. Reagan Cox, much like Katie McGovern, likes to work quickly. Maybe a little bit less pace. She pumps in another strike there, and Brown is down 0-2 in the count. Top of the first. Second game of the day. If you missed it, CIU did fall to these same Brenau Tigers. 7-2. There's a ball shot down the right field line. Looks like this is going to be a triple. Honestly, off the bat, it looked like it was going to be a foul ball from my angle, but, you know, we don't have the greatest view down the line, and that ball must have dropped. And that'll be a triple for Brown as Brenau jumps on CIU again here in the first inning, 2-0. This will be the second baseman, Reagan. That ball, comebacker right to the mound. Cox handles it easily and throws that one over to first, and that'll end the top of the first frame. Brenau leading 2-0. We'll be right back here after a short break on the CIU Sports Network. We head to the bottom of the first inning here on the campus of Columbia International University. This will be Tanaya Ellis, leadoff hitter, left fielder, standing in for Coach Allen and the Lady Rams. On the mound for the Golden Tigers, it'll be Cameron Dillard, number 21. Comes into today's game with 10 starts, 7-3 on the year, a 2.01 record. 2.01 ERA. Leads the team in innings pitched, strikeouts, opponent average. Without question, has been the most productive starter for the Golden Tigers on the year. 3-0 count here to start. That's a strike. A little bit of a delayed call there from the umpire. 3-1 count. 7 complete games for Cameron Dillard. Haven't had the opportunity to watch her pitch so far this year, but got to think you want to get on top of her early, get a few runs on the board, especially with Cox giving up 2 runs in the top of the first. There's Dillard. Ellis grounds out to second. Reagan takes care of that one fairly simply. And there's one down here in the bottom of the first. This will be Robin Andrews, the second baseman, stepping in. Andrews went 2 of 3 in that first game this afternoon. Rams mustering a mere 6 hits in that affair. A couple of tough breaks. The first one that comes to mind is the call on Tanaya Ellis out of the box, which would have been a pretty big play given the circumstances. Rams would have still been down a couple runs, but we're definitely mounting a rally there in the bottom of the 5th or 6th, I believe. But nonetheless, Andrews definitely had a solid first game there. A couple of sharply hit balls. And I believe lined out as well on her other out. That ball's in the air. Handled fairly easily there by Carly Smith behind the dish. 2 down. This will be Haley Wilkerson. Wilkerson as well went 2 for 3. So Andrews and Wilkerson combined for 4 out of the 6 hits for the Lady Rams in that first contest. Here's Dillard. Might have taken something off that one, and Wilkerson pops it. Rachel Wackenig at the third base position there, and Rams go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first. We'll be right back momentarily here on the CIU Sports Network. We're back here on the CIU Sports Network. My name's Corey Inman. It's a pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. Again, had Gordy Frierson with me earlier. He's over doing stats now as we have dueling action here down at the sports complex as the baseball team takes on Milligan across the way. There's a nice play by Zamora there. She does all she can just to get in front of that one and knock it down. As, again, leadoff runner on base here for Brenau has been sort of a common theme. Reagan Cox on the mound. Comes into this game with a 5.67 ERA. That bunt's laid down by Claire Fendig, the right fielder, as she Brenau once again, advances that leadoff runner to second base, which proved to be a pretty decent formula there in the first as they came away with 2 runs. This will be the number 9 hitter, Morgan Tyler, the left fielder, batting left-handed. As I said, Cox comes into today with a 5.67 ERA. 1-5 on the year. Has just been pretty much, for the most part, inconsistent in her starts. A pitch-to-contact pitcher, no doubt. When she's at her best, she's keeping the ball in the park, throwing strikes, and letting her defense do the work behind her. Runner on second, 1-1 count, 1 down. Top of the second. Cox delivers. There's Tyler, swings. Ellis playing shallow and left already. And we'll call that a can of corn. Two down. Leadoff hitter now, Faith Grooms, has proven to be a difficult out all day, at least up to this point, for the Rams. As she's swinging again, lines it in the alley in right center. Chin cuts it off and gets it in, but not before Carly Smith makes her way home. She singled to start the inning. And another run here on the board for Brenau. They now lead 3-0 here in the top of the second. As I mentioned before, Grooms has been a tough out all day. Went 3 for 5 in that first game, and now 2 for 2 here in the second, making her 5 for 7 on the day. Has hit the ball hard every time. Cox delivers. A little bit behind that pitch was Laporo, the designated hitter this particular game. I believe she started on the infield last game. Batting left-handed. Here's Cox. That ball's dribbled up the middle. Creel. Strong throw to first base, and that'll close out the top of the second. We'll head to the bottom of the second here. Your Lady Rams down 3-0. Welcome back to the CIU Sports Network. Heart of the order here for Coach Allen and the Rams. It'll be the number 4 hitter, Creel, Patton, and then Allen, 4, 5, 6 here to start off the second. Rams down 3-0. Again, with Cameron Dillard on the mound, the sooner you can get to her, the better. Always interesting to note where coaches decide to start certain players on the mound. Obviously, Cameron Dillard, without question, their most effective pitcher, but starting the second game here, obviously Katie McGovern starting the first game for the Rams has been their best pitcher all year. That ball's, I was going to say it was high, but turns out that the umpire thought that caught the top of the zone. 2-1 count now. See if Creel can't get on base here to start the inning. That ball's popped in the air right in front of second. That's Shea Reagan. Handles that one with ease. 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Here's Shannon Patton to the plate. It's pretty quiet in that first game of the day. Beautiful off speed there from Dillard. 1-1 count. Patton digs in, open stance, big leg kick. She's a little bit behind that ball. One-two count. Patton digs in. Let's see what Dillard comes with here. In control of the count. That one in the dirt as Smith fires that one over Dillard's head back to the mound. Lucky nobody was on base. Two-two count. Brenau leads 3-0. Bottom of the second. That pitch is high and outside. Full count here. Shannon digs in. Here's the payoff pitch from Dillard. That ball swung on right down the line. It finds the outfield grass. Here comes Patton. Big turn. She'll go for two as she barely beats the tag. Looked like ball caromed out of the glove of the second baseman, Shea Reagan. She actually dislodged it on the slide there. Nice aggressive base running, and CIU has a one-out base runner here in the bottom of the second as Taylor Allen now steps in. Singled in the second of that first game. Check swing. That one's down the line. And it rolls fair. Wow. Tough break there on a little half check swing from Allen on the first pitch. I don't think you will ever get an easier out than that for the first baseman, Abigail Brown. Two down now. Here's Dillard's first delivery to Sarah Treywick. First time we see her today, starting the second game in right field. That ball swung on. She got on top of it. Foul territory as the left fielder, Morgan Tyler, like she was just aware enough of her surroundings to put on the brakes a little bit before running directly into the fence. 1-1 count. There's an off-speed pitch swung on to left field, and Tyler will retire Treywick there on the run, and we will head to the top of the third. Golden Tigers on top of the Rams 3-0. Welcome back to Columbia International University. here in Columbia, South Carolina. Pleasure to have you on hand today on the CIU Sports Network as what's become a unfortunate trend for Coach Allen and the Rams as Patridge leads off the inning with a single through the left side. All 3 innings, leadoff batter has reached for the Tigers. And I don't have the exact number of how many times that took place in the first game, but definitely was a decent amount. There's a line drive from off the bat of Wachnig. Creel at short. Looked like she caught that one before it hit the dirt and fired it back to first to Taylor Allen as she doubles off Patridge there as much needed double play. And just like that, 2 pitches and an unorthodox 2 outs, but I'm sure Coach Allen and the Rams will take it as there's a first pitch ball to the first baseman, Abigail Brown. Quick inning would be great here for Cox. As it'll be Zamora, Chin, and Ellis in the bottom of the 3rd for the Rams. Brown digs in. Here's the delivery from Cox. That one's low. In the dirt. 3-0 count now. 3-0. Cox is going to need to make a couple big pitches here. And that's a good start as the count now stands at 3-1. Brown, of course, looking for her pitch now. Cox delivers that one high and outside. Not even close there as a 2-out walk now. As number 6 in the order, Shea Reagan, now will stand in. Reagan batting .304 on the year. There's another comebacker to the mound. Cox handles it easily over to Allen, and she gets out of the inning. Wouldn't say the most traditional 3 outs I've ever seen, but nonetheless, Coach Allen and the Lady Rams will take it as they look to hopefully break through here in this bottom of the 3rd, as Dillard has been pretty consistent here to start this second game of the day. It'll be Zamora, Chin, and then back to the top of the order in Ellis when we return. Stick with us here on the CIU Sports Network. Welcome back to the CIU Sports Network. Again, my name is Corey Inman. It's a pleasure to be on hand with you down here on the campus of Columbia International University. This will be Heaven Zamora, the 3rd baseman, set to lead off here in this bottom of the 3rd. Dillard through 2 innings, 1 hit allowed, no strikeouts, but has definitely been, as advertised, pretty consistent, hitting her spots. has kept the CIU lineup at bay, kept him off balance. Some good off-speed stuff. As Zamora takes a first pitch high and outside for ball one. One count here as Zamora fouled that second pitch down the third baseline. This one swung on a little bit ahead of it. Count now stands at 1-2. As Dillard looks for her first punch out of the day. Looked like Zamora might have checked her swing. Not sure if it was on the swing or the pitch, but either way, that'll be Dillard's first K of the day. This is Ashley Chin stepping in. Laid down a beautiful bunt to start off that would-be rally in the bottom of the fifth inning of that first game, as she shows bunt again and takes a strike from Dillard. There's a ball high and outside. You know, when Dillard misses, he's definitely been missing high and outside. Been mostly her off-speed stuff that I think have given the CIU batters trouble. There's another bunt laid down. Here comes the third baseman flying in. And Chin beats it out again. That's her third bunt she's laid down today, and she's 2 for 3. That was Wackenig, who's had actually a tremendous day at third. Flew in and tried to fire one over to first, but Chin, the speed of Chin, just too much as Tanaya Ellis now steps in. One down, Chin at first. Tanaya Ellis has been dynamic to say the least in the 34 games she's started this year. Both Ellis and Chin lightning once they get on the base paths. Just a matter of getting there, as looked like Ellis wanted to lay another one down, but that one found the zone, and count now 1-2. See if Dillard doesn't come with some off-speed stuff here. Ball was high and outside, and Ellis caught a piece of it. The left-hander digs in. That ball slapped to the left side of the infield. Quick transfer there from the shortstop, Patridge. Great job to get it over to the second baseman there, Reagan, and Chin is retired on her way from first to second, fielder's choice. 2 outs now. Ellis at first. And Robin Andrews digs in. That ball swung on. A little bit of an awkward topspin on that, but the first baseman, that's Abigail Brown, able to corral it, make her way over to first base as she steps on the bag, and we'll head to the top of the fourth now. Brenau retains that 3-0 lead. Welcome back to the CIU Sports Network. We head to the top of the fourth here. It'll be Carly Smith, the catcher, to lead off for the Golden Tigers, who've strung together 6 hits through these first 3 innings, giving them 21 hits on the day. Have not had too much of a problem hitting balls sharply off of this CIU pitching staff, but plenty of time left. Cox had a solid third frame, and she looks to build on that here. Obviously, with Dillard on the mound, you want to keep the margin as close as possible. That ball's pinch high. Smith swings on that one and flies out to right field as Treywick camps under it, and that'll be out number 1 here in the top of the fourth. This will be Claire Fendig, the right fielder, who steps in, batting left-handed. Strike 1 there. Count stands at 0-1. Cox delivers. That ball is chopped. Foul. 0-2 count. Fendig has had a pretty good day as well. A lot of these Brenau Tigers have had solid days at the plate as she fouls off the 0-2. That ball's in the dirt. Fendig, the junior out of Brunswick, Georgia. A lot of Georgia influence on this Brenau roster, naturally, given their location. Here's Cox. That ball swung on and barely foul. She stays alive here. 1-2 count, 1 down. Top of the fourth. That Cox delivery is a little bit low, and count now 2-2. Here's the delivery. That one swung on, blasted to deep center. Chin gets back in time as the speedy Chin makes her way back to the, wouldn't say the wall, but towards the wall, and puts that one away. Second out here in the top of the fourth. This will be Morgan Tyler, the left fielder, who will dig in. Batting left-handed, a lot of left-handed hitters for these Brenau Tigers. Little dribbler there to second base as Andrews handles that one with ease. And we will head to the bottom of the fourth. 2 scoreless frames in a row thrown by Reagan Cox as let's see if the Lady Rams can't get on the board here in the bottom of the fourth and grab some momentum going forward towards the end of this ball game. Stick with us, folks. We'll be right back here on the CIU Sports Network. Welcome back to Columbia International University. Corey Inman on hand with you here down at the CIU Sports Complex as baseball takes on Milligan across the way, and we're headed to the bottom of the fourth here. The Brenau Golden Tigers 3, Columbia International Rams 0. This will be Haley Wilkerson set to dig in here to start off the bottom of the fourth. Dillard delivers pinch high. Be great to get a leadoff runner aboard here, something Brenau's made a habit of today. And CIU's had a couple innings where they've gotten leadoff runner aboard. I don't believe once yet this second game, though, as that one is fouled off on a check swing from Wilkerson. Dillard delivers. That one swung on and fouled straight back. 1-2 count. Decent crowd on hand here at this Friday afternoon doubleheader. Wilkerson maybe gets under that one, just a pinch. And the left fielder, Tyler, camps under that one. And that'll be out number one here in the bottom of the fourth. Caitlin Creel now steps in. The sophomore out of Harleyville, South Carolina. Lays down a bunt. The pitcher, Dillard, fields it. Would have been a close play if Brown would have caught that ball, but she took any question out of it when she mishandled it, dropped it on the ground, and that'll be another bunt single for CIU as Creel lays that one down. And now a one-out base runner for Shannon Patton. Looked like Dillard took something off that first delivery, and Patton wanted none of that. As she takes the strike, and now down in the count 0-1. Here's Dillard. That ball's low and away. 1-1. Creel at first. Dillard's delivery is swung on. That ball was hit really hard, but directly to the left fielder. As you know, sometimes you just can't control where you place the ball. You just want to hit the ball hard, and that time, unfortunately, directly at Morgan Tyler, the left fielder, and that'll be the second out of the day. Of this fourth inning. As Allen swings on the first pitch she sees, and Wackenig fires that one over to first and retires Allen there to end this bottom of the fourth. We'll head to the top of the fifth inning. Rams trailing 3-0. Welcome back to the CIU Sports Network here on the campus of Columbia International. We head to the top of the 5th inning here as Reagan Cox will tote the rubber once more. Has really pitched the ball decently. 3 earned runs on 6 hits up to this point, only 1 walk. However, she will face the top of the order here, and Grooms, who's had just a stellar day, 2 for 2 in the game so far, digs in. CIU has had a whale of a time getting her out, as that ball's a little outside, 1-0. Cox delivers. Grooms lined that one. I mean, she tattooed that one to left, but Ellis was positioned perfectly as she'll retire Grooms there to start off this top of the 5th, as Megan Laparo will step in. That ball's grounded to the shortstop. Creel, she'll throw out Allen. She'll throw out Laparo. And 2 quick outs here to start this top of the 5th. And would be great to see a 1-2-3 inning there from Cox and warm up the bats here in the bottom of the 5th. This will be Hannah Patridge. Digs in. Freshman out of Watkinsville, Georgia. Ball 1. Patridge asks for time. She's awarded it, and now she's ready. Here comes Cox. Delivery. This will be Creel again on the grounder to short, and she'll take care of it. Great inning there for Cox. Let's see if that doesn't translate to some momentum here in the bottom of the 5th, as it'll be Sarah Treywick, Heaven Zamora, and Ashley Chin, the bottom of the Rams order, set to step in here in the bottom of the 5th. Stick with us, folks. We'll be right back here on the CIU Sports Network. Welcome back to the CIU Sports Network. My name's Corey Inman. Used to be alongside Gordy Frierson, now running sort of a solo operation here, as Gordy has made his way over to the statistician spot, as both baseball and softball taking place here at the same time. In the top of the 4th inning, looks like it's a tie ball game over at baseball. Milligan deadlocked with CIU 3-3. This will be Sarah Treywick stepping in, the right fielder for the Lady Rams to start this inning. She swings on the first pitch she sees. And again, that looked like it was foul to me. But again, my angle is really bad from this point of view, and it must have dropped right inside the line there. And huge leadoff hit. Ladies and gentlemen, really apologize for the delay in the live stream. We had an internet issue that impaired our streaming capability. So apologize for that, but looks like everything is back in order here. When we left off, CIU had tied the score 3-3 in the bottom of the fifth. However, the top of the sixth has turned into an ugly one for the Rams as Brooke Wackenig started the inning off blasting a home run, her third of the year for the Brenau Tigers out of that cleanup spot, as this one's popped in the air. That'll be handled by Creel, and CIU gets out of the inning. After Wackenig, a few more runners were aboard. A couple just honestly unfortunate plays. Couple of those that you can't really do anything about. As one, there was a line shot back up the middle off a one hop that caromed off the glove of then pitcher Reagan Cox, and Andrews, the second baseman, was headed up the middle where the ball was going, and off of the ricochet wasn't able to field the ball in time, as that was another run scored at that point. All told, the Rams give up 4 runs in that top of the sixth inning, and really a huge inning momentum-wise for the Brenau Tigers, as just after Dillard had given up those 3 runs, looked like we were going to have a close game down the stretch, and they come right back and put a 4-spot crooked number on the board, and the score now stands at 7-3 as we head to the bottom of the sixth here, and Dillard will stay on the mound for the Golden Tigers. And the heart of the order up now for the CIU Rams. This will be number 77, Shannon Patton, to lead off, then first baseman Taylor Allen, and then Sarah Treywick, the right fielder who started that rally in the bottom of the fifth. So obviously 2 more shots here to close this gap, which stands at 4 runs now. Obviously, you need base runners, need some timely hits, and, just want to continue the effort that was put forth in the bottom of the fifth and see if they can't get this game back to at least close, headed into the bottom of the seventh, or just make a ball game of it. Again, apologize for the delay. I think with our internet being a bit overmatched by the baseball and softball games taking place at the same time, might have caused a bit of an issue. Here's Patton swinging at the first pitch. She fouls that one over the Lady Rams dugout. Dillard had really shown no signs of weakness until that bottom of the fifth. As she now has given up 4 hits on the day. One of those runs was unearned on the error on the bunt attempt from Zamora. There's an off-speed pitch. Wow. Don't know about that call. But must have caught the inside half of the plate there, inside corner of the plate. Looked to be low as well, but nonetheless, 0-2 count as Patton digs in, trying to protect now. That ball's high, 1-2 count. Again, if you're the Rams and Coach Allen, just need base runners. However you can do it. Here's Dillard, grabs her sign. Off-speed pitch, and she was fooled on that one without question. As Allen now steps in with 1 down here in the bottom of the sixth. Dillard looked like very similar call to the called strike in the last at-bat to Patton. That was strike 2. She gets the same call here to Allen to start the at-bat, and it's 0-1. That ball outside maybe a little bit. 1-1 count. Dillard's delivery. That's a called strike. 1-2 count. Taylor Allen, first baseman, 0 for 2 on the day. Looking to get something started here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a ground ball into the catcher, Smith there. That one had no shot being a strike. Allen lays off. 2-2 count. Let's see if Dillard comes with that off-speed pitch again here. The high heat as Allen jumps all over it, but maybe got a little bit too far under it, and that'll be Faith Grooms in center. Settles under that one, and 2 down now here in the bottom of the 6th. This will be Sarah Treywick. Treywick started that rally in the bottom of the 5th with a hit right down the right field line that dropped inside the foul line. Swung right through that pitch. 1-1 count. Here comes Dillard. Looks like a fastball there, but that was inside as count moves to 2-1. Treywick digs in. Here's Dillard's delivery. She shows bunt and pulls it back. Maybe just a sort of a tactic there to maybe throw off the rhythm of Dillard. But for Dillard, really got no time to play around here with Treywick. As a 2-out walk will now allow Heaven Zamora, the third baseman, to step in. Heaven laid down a bunt on her last at-bat as she contributed to that 5th inning rally. There's a called first strike on the outside corner. Treywick's the runner at first. There's the pitch. That's swung on. Fouled off to the right. And Zamora finds herself in the hole. 0-2. Ahead of that ball as she shoots that one down the third base line off of the fence. 2 down. Runner at first. Here's Dillard. That ball swung on. Fouled right back. Looks like the fastball high there. I'd see some sort of off speed here to Zamora. Count still 0-2 though. There was the off speed, and Zamora out in front, but stays alive. Oh, 2 is the count. Dillard shakes off a couple signs. Now sees what she likes. Here's the delivery. That ball's popped the right side of the infield. The second baseman, Shea Rager, settles under that one, and the side is retired. And we'll head to the top of the 7th, last inning here, as the Lady Rams trail the visiting Brenau Golden Tigers 7-3. Stick with us, folks. We'll be right back. Welcome back on the CIU Sports Network. We are in the top of the 7th. This is Kendall Parker on the mound, who relieved Reagan Cox in that top of the 6th, And there's a hard hit ground ball to the shortstop Creel, who couldn't handle that one. Ate her up a little bit. And once again, Brenau has their leadoff runner aboard. Creel, that ball was hit directly at her, but a couple of sharp hops, and when you let the ball play you, that tends to happen. Creel has made a couple fantastic plays today on defense, though. Strong throws from her shortstop position as she now plays up the middle. There's a soft liner. Looked like that one caught the dirt there, so Andrews just goes to first base. Would have been awesome. Look, to me, some of the CIU fans, I think that one was caught in the air, but from my angle, it did look like it hit the ground. But that would have been great. Andrews could have doubled off Brown there at first, but we'll take one out. Runner at second. Here's Parker. That ball is high, right out of the hand. And, that's Carly Smith at second base. That ball swung on. This is number 11, Alyssa Masonette, who pinch ran in the prior inning. Masonette, a junior out of Milner, Georgia. That ball swung on in the hole on the left side. Looks like the runner's going to be held at first. Whew. Looked like Carly Smith was inching off the bag there at third as Masonette rounded first and tried to draw the attention of CIU infielders, as has been done a couple times today. Coach Thomas, anytime there's a runner on second and third and there's a base hit, loves to just keep it moving. Whoever the runner is at first just continues to round and head to second and force the defense to make a decision on where they want to go with the ball. And it's been pretty effective so far, actually, to say the least. They scored multiple runs off that in the first game. as this will be, looks like a pinch hitter. See if I can grab the number. That's number 12, Madison Oliver, junior out of Gainesville, Georgia, as she steps in now with one down. Runners on second and third. Parker with a 1-1 count here. Off-speed pitch. That one's diving attempt there by Zamora at third. Throws the first in the dirt, and Allen tried to scoop it, but timing was a little bit off, and ball carried by her. Great stop there at third by Zamora, but just couldn't complete the play, as that'll leave Oliver at second. 2 more runs here for Brenau. Score now stands at 9-3. There's Creel. Great transfer there as she fires to first base, and that'll be 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Runner still at second. This will be Claire Fendig, the right fielder, stepping in. That ball swung on. First pitch, she was on that ball. She sends a bullet down the first base line. Really, that last inning was the killer. Started with the home run from Wageningen and kind of has gone downhill from there, as the Brenau Tigers have scored 6 unanswered, maybe 10 here. Maybe 7 here, as Wilkerson feels the throw from Traewig in right, and Oliver comes around to score. Fendig makes her way to second, and score now stands at 10-3, 7 unanswered for the Brenau Tigers. Golden Tigers, excuse me. I was corrected on that in the first game by Gordy Frierson. The Golden Tigers scoring 7 unanswered, as this will be number 3, Morgan Tyler, who steps in. Tyler is 0 for 3 on the day, as that ball is off the end of the bat and trickles foul. One and 2 count. Parker had Tyler way out in front of that pitch and caromed off the glove of Wilkerson, but she recovered and threw out Tyler at first, and we will head to the bottom of the 7th here. Rams trailing by 7. Welcome back to the CIU Sports Network. We head to the bottom of the 7th here. This will be Cameron Dillard back out to the mound for the Golden Tigers, looking for her 8th complete game on the year. Up to this point, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 1 unearned run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Hasn't been overpowering, but has been solid all day. Really, the only damage done in that bottom of the 5th was from the leadoff double by Trawick, and from there including an error, the Rams would go on to score 3 runs. But other than that, she has been extremely solid. Again, not overpowering, just making her pitches. Off-speed stuff has been pretty good all day. As Ashley Chin now will step in. Down 7 here. All it starts is with 1. And Chin has done a great job today getting on base for the most part via bunt, as both the first and third baseman creep in here, maybe expecting another one, as Dillard pumps in a first pitch strike. Chin with her speed, nearly impossible when she lays down even an average bunt, as that ball is outside, mishandled by the catcher Smith. And Masonette, the first baseman, and Wakanig, the third baseman, continue to creep in, clearly expecting a bunt here again from Chin. Would love to see her maybe slap one right down the first base line, with Masonette's creeping in the way she is, but maybe she just lays down another bunt and beats it out. She's swinging, and this one's to shortstop. Looked like Patridge actually barehanded that one as it popped up into her midsection area, and she caught it, though, cleanly with the right hand and fired to first, and that'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Tanaya Ellis, top of the order, left fielder. She's swinging at that one. She typically does running down the first base line, kind of that sliding head start that she gets being a left-hander. Looked like she wanted to lay that one down maybe, but ball outside. 1-1 is the count. Just need base runners if you're Coach Allen. Doesn't matter how you do it. She looked like she offered at that one. I don't know. Thankfully, I'm not the umpire, and that's ball 2. 2-1 count. Here's the delivery. Definitely offered at that one, as it's nicked off the top of the bat and hits the backstop behind the plate. 2-2 count now. 1 down, bottom of the 7th. Rams trail 10-3. That ball swung on. Little pop over to the third baseman, handled by Wakanig, and Rams will be down to their last out here in the bottom of the 7th, as Robin Andrews, number 42, the second baseman, will once again step into the box here. Had 2 hits in that first game of the day, but in this second game has gone 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And Dillard starts her off with a called strike on the outside corner. That ball swung on. Fouled back. And Rams down to their last strike. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ball was outside, but Andrews offered at it, and that'll bring this second game to a close. Rams drop this one 10-3. Dillard pitched a solid game throughout the afternoon. Other than that 5th inning, Rams were unable to get the bats hot and working, and again, once they cut the lead to 3-3, that was the time. And Brenau in that top of the 6th, really the Wakanig home run is what got things moving again for them and really jump-started the offense as they scored 7 unanswered in the top of the 6th and 7th. And they take this second game of the doubleheader 7-3 as they sweep the day, going 2-0. The Rams drop both, going 0-2. The Rams will be in action again tomorrow. Everything will be, again, live streamed here on the CIU Sports Network. It's been a pleasure to call this one for you. Please have a safe weekend, and we look forward to seeing you here, either here at the ballpark or having you tune in again to the CIU Sports Network again this weekend.